Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to another How to Get Better at Gibraltar video. It's been a while since I posted one of these. This is going to kind of be like the extended version because these are longer clips that I'm putting together here. If you guys aren't familiar with the series and how I go over these videos, pretty much I break down the entire clip that I did. I'll be going over like why my placement is the way it is, the guns that I'm using, my positioning, everything in the video that's going on. Even sometimes it's alt. It can be me on the ground, me fighting up high ground, just anything at all that goes on throughout the whole game. Because I can go over just one set of like one set of gameplay, like strictly bubbles. But in reality, when you're in a whole game, the whole 20 minutes, it is more than just you fighting in a bubble. It's you trying to take high ground, you rotating, using different weapons, trying to use your alt, stuff like that. So I feel like all this into one video helps your overall just game in general. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Much love, and I think you guys are going to find this really informational, honestly.
Yeah, they're fucked. Oh my god, you're crazy. That was stupid.
GG's.
Holy shit.
All right, as you guys saw, that was a pretty clean clutch. So to start it off is whenever you're third party in a team, you always want to throw the alt on the team winning. That so as soon as they finish the fight, if they go to loot, they get hit by the alt, and they could be really hurt. So one alt tick could hit them, but that's not the case. They're able to get out, but I'm also pushing them towards me as they're running away, so I can easily beam one of them. But this situation, they know that I'm a solo because it was at one point it was 4 squads left with 10 people left. So right there, it's a given that there's one solo, and they already cleaned out everybody else, so they know I'm a solo for a fact. So I have to take advantage of the fact that they're going to be ultra aggressive. Gibby is the best legend to 1v3 in this game right now, by far. So right here, I immediately beam one for 89, and I bubble right away. So I don't sit there and just beam one, try to move around, reload, and beam the next guy because I'm just going to get shot at. So I just want to beam one guy and immediately throw bubble down because I know they're going to be aggressive and I know they're going to ate me instantly. So I take advantage of that. And this is when I fight the guy with the most health. Thankfully, it's a Wraith. And Wraiths, Octanes are probably the most aggressive legends from people that their playstyle. That's all it is. They're supposed to be aggressive, so you got to take advantage of that being Gibraltar. So I immediately take advantage of it. She just runs in. I blast her for 98 before she can literally do anything to me. And the reason why I'm not focusing on the guy that's slower is because I know he's not going to want to push as hard as the Wraith is because of how low he is. So I take advantage of that. I go out one time and I realize I can't do that anymore. So this next move you're about to see is like a little shuffle, a little fake go out and stay in. And I still finish her off and I'm able to turn and hit him as well. So right there, a little shuffle. I immediately pop out and blast him as well. It's one of those situations where Gibraltar's so good at taking a 1v2 and make it a 1v1 and another 1v1. So that's what I did with those two guys right there. Unfortunately, they went down like that. And now I know Bubble's about to go away. I need to find other cover as I'm batting. And I use this railing. And again, I'm taking my time with my PK shots. Switch to the 301. Horizon's one of the hardest to hits in the air. It's impossible for me. And again, I am taking my time. A lot of people struggle with PK shots. As long as you take your time, you'll be okay. Because if you don't take your time, you only have 5 shots, and it takes forever to shoot the next shot. So take your time, and you're going to hit 50 plus. So yeah, that's it for that video. So right here, you're probably just wondering how I pretty much even made it out of this alive. Gibby still has movement. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people complain about how big his hitbox is, how he feels slow. As long as you're moving correctly and you're finding the next thing of cover, you should be fine with Gibby. That's the biggest thing, is always knowing where your cover is. And I always preach this almost every thought process video, is always find that next piece of cover. So right here, I'm waiting on bubble because I already knocked down 2 teams. And I'm just simply waiting for this guy to fall down. He falls, and as you see, I'm immediately relocating. I'm not sitting there waiting for him to drop down. I'm not sitting up top looking straight down at him. I am getting cover so he can't even hit me at all, and I'm waiting for him to climb up. So right there, I shoot all I can. He finally gets ready to go, and I'm immediately getting out. I'm not switching weapons to shoot him again. I'm immediately getting to the next thing of cover, and I do so right here. I slide off, and now I take over his bubble. So this is huge, especially if you're another Gibraltar. Taking over another Gibby's bubble is huge because you still have one in reserve for when his teammates come. So right here, he is absolutely staying on the outside of the bubble, and I'm about to take advantage of that because I noticed he's just staying out. He does not want to come in, because he saw how many teams I wiped probably, and I simply just take advantage of that. Now I have to reload 1 bullet. I cannot kill her with just 1 bullet, and I have my bubble back. So I immediately throw bubble and go to the back side so I can reload. I didn't stay up to try to threaten her. I just need to know I need to slide out as soon as I throw bubble and get at the back end of the bubble. And right here is a lot of pop shots, like go in really quick and get out. Because you're a big hitbox, they're going to hit you as you're trying to get out. So this is the hardest part to fight, is whenever it's like right in front of you fighting and they're back up. And this is when you can start to turn up, when they start to get in this little position. If you're right here and they're like over here on this bubble, that's when you have the best movement. And as you can see, I cracked her for 82, I cracked her for 23, but I'm just going in and out, not getting touched. There I miss, and I hit her again for 77. And it's just all about knowing where they're going to be and just knowing your position, when to fire. Again, taking your time to PK shots can really pay off. And if they get in that little corner right there, that should be your time to shine. Right here, I really want to be respectful for the game and not take the glitch that's under this bridge. So again, I'm just shooting a little bit and covering. Because I don't have bubble, I take advantage of knocking her. And I have low health, but I know I still have an arm shield, so I crack him for 60. Again, I don't want to take advantage of the map and go underneath. So I bubble, I go to fight him, he doesn't push. The reason why I bubble right there is because I know I still have to climb up, and if I climb up, then bubble, he has a free shot on me. So I might as well bubble first, just, predict it. He just ran away. I go to chase him down because it is ranked, and I do not want him holding me out, and I go ahead and clean that up, which was a huge game, by the way. I got second place with 15 kills, by the way. Very unfortunate, but yeah.
Let's go, C.
All right, with this clip, again, it's just a clutch situation. So what I'm doing right here is, yes, I'm getting a thirst for kills, but I'm also wanting to hurry up and make his teammates kind of aggressive. And that's another thing, again, with making people more aggressive towards you. They don't play as smart. So right here, I immediately throw bubble before I even do anything else because, again, I'm just going to get blasted as soon as I turn a corner. So I throw bubble. I block all the bullets to get him full health, and I immediately just take time to find out when I can shoot and come back in. So I hit him for 51 immediately. As I'm shooting, I'm coming back in the bubble. Again, shoot, come back in the bubble. I hit him for 50, and he only hit me for like 27. So I did more damage right there. And again, I'm going back and forth, alternating back and forth between these two. Because I need one of them to push, and I need to figure out which one is going to push me. So right here, I see her come in, and I immediately just focus her first, and not even worry about the Wraith, because I know my position gets the Wraith. I should be safe for a few seconds as long as I get through this fight really quick. And again, it's just the timing of the shots. Right here, I immediately turned and knew exactly where she's going to be, or at least a roundabout, because I thought she was going to be right there, but she's a little to the right. But again, I'm ADSing as I'm doing this. I'm not trying to hit fire. I want this arm shield. Arm shield comes in clutch. I'm able to clutch up the whole fight and take a 1v2 situation and come out on top again. And I'm making it a 1v1 and then another 1v1. That's the perks of playing Gibby and having that bubble and be able to separate people like that.
Going up.
3 perps. That's the fucking beam.
Knock one, knock one, knock one.
I broke the other one.
One went up. Two went up. Be there.
Bubble and I'm with you.
I'm already bubbled. I'm backing up. I'm backing up the back.
Wait, that's another team. Another team's there. Another team's there. Another team's there. He's rushing in this corner.
He's faking
He
it.
died, he died, he died, he died, he died, he died.
Knocked one.
Flash on that.
I knocked one. I got a bat. I cannot push with you.
He's going up. He's going up.
Res Hector.
To another team up there. Yeah,
Res.
come.
Stop thirsting res, damn it.
I'm coming, dude. Can you give me a second?
No, you were thirsty,
No.
motherfucker. There's no hold.
Queuing out.
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
55. Flash. He shield swapped. On me. Hit him once. It's two. I'm backing up all the way. With you.
Good shit.
That next guy.
90.
He's low. He's flush still. 51 on that kid.
Good shit.
I'm phoenixing. I have to. No other choice.
He's weak, he's weak, he's weak.
Got him.
Heat shield res if you have it. Alright, so as you all saw in this clip, there's a little tension at one point, but that's how it is in ranked. Stuff has to happen right away. You're gonna get punished for it. So right here, throw a thermite. Hector has a good position over there, so I take advantage of this resing right away. I don't bubble res because I need the bubble for the fight. That's one of those things you have to figure out when you need the bubble and not. So again, ADSing, make sure your arm shield's up. Right here, perfect example of when people say they always get knocked, they feel like they're always out in the open, or it's the hitbox is too much and they just get knocked anyway. And the key to not getting knocked with Gibraltar is trying to get cover as you're shooting. So right here, I'm shooting as I'm wrapping around the corner. I throw a bubble and get into the opposite side away from these guys. And again, I poke out, and as I'm shooting, like going in, I'm going out as well, so I don't take as much damage. I'm already bubbled. I'm backing up. So I go ahead and back up the bat. I trust my teammate to be able to capitalize inside the bubble because he's really familiar with it as well. And that's the perk of having people knowing how to play the bubble. So again, I'm getting healthy. I'm staying back here, keeping arm shield up. Beautiful scan. The resing. And again, I'm shooting as I'm backing up and getting cover. That way I don't get as much health taken away. Because he could one-clip me right there. Who knows? But I'm able to fully knock one of them, and I'm safe again. To take another bat.
Res Hector.
And right here, we even talked about it afterwards. He knows that he needs the res right away, and he was trying to thirst. But it's just one of those things you just have to listen to it sometimes. But it's again, we got over it. We're still playing, and again, I'm shooting as I'm getting behind cover. I can't stress that enough. It's a way for you not to take as much damage and get knocked as Gibby with this big hitbox. It's one of those things you have to predict you're getting shot, so you have to know where your cover's at all time because of how big your hitbox is. I try to be a little cheeky right there. And the reason why I melee, people ask why do I melee even in these kind of fights. Look how he's shooting. He was looking right at me, and look where his R9 is right now. He is shooting this wall. This wall is not having a great time. Because he's not having a great time. So hitting people with the melee, even out in the open, it doesn't need to be a bubble thing. It just works a lot better in a bubble. It throws people's aims off like crazy. That was just a great example of good pause right there too. I'm backing up all the way. Again, I need cover. I need my teammate to get there. So I immediately bubble and get to the back of the bubble as quickly as possible. And I really go back. I go back in and help out my teammate because now he's taking a brunt of the damage. He's kind of playing the Gibraltar role at this point. And again, that's huge when you have teammates that know how to play the bubble as well. And he's just taking the brunt of everything, and I'm just helping out. There's no reason for me to heal. I have to help.
Next guy.
90.
He's low. He's flushed though.
And again, I can't stress that enough. I am getting there doing as much damage as possible as I'm backing out. So I hit him for 51, and I'm able to still stay up and be safe. And now it's just Phoenix kidding. Hopefully my teammates clutch up, and they do so. And yeah, so like I know I went on that big spiel about, you know, pretty much when you're shooting, always go behind cover as you're shooting. Not always. You can one clip somebody, stand out in the open. But to prevent yourself from taking so much damage, it's nice to shoot as you're getting behind cover or as you're walking back into your bubble. It's not good to stay out for so long just because of how big your hitbox is. And sometimes when you're fighting, your arm shield's not there. And again, with the melee, you don't have to have bubble down to use it because it's still really effective. And the fact that it just jars his aim all the way to the left instead of looking at me is absolutely huge. So hopefully that clip was pretty good. On me, on me.
Yes, there is. Oh, underneath me. Oh.
42 on Bloodhound.
Octane hit 90. Do you have pad?
Yeah.
Put it down right here.
Promise, let's move this way.
Just go straight up with it.
Somebody hit that octane, please.
He's one now. Gibby's low too. Gibby's low. Gibby's low behind us.
Hostile close.
I think I have some res. Fuck it.
Come on. Push it. There you go. Alright, so in this clip, I'm not gonna say the names, but these guys are really good. Right here, I hear the guys on me, so I kind of just stay a little stationary. I crouch a little bit, make sure they don't hear me. I want my teammates to focus them before, you know, they either get to me, and I need my teammates to pretty much get all the focus so I can flank behind. And that exactly happens right here. And I focus the Gibraltar. This is what you want to do as a Gibby player yourself and your teammates, you know, looking at another team that has Gibraltar. If you can isolate that Gibby, force him the bubble, get him out the fight, you're going to win majority of the time. Do exactly that. Break his shield, bubbles. So now he doesn't have bubble for the fight, and he can't help his teammates because he's currently batting. We take advantage of the Bloodhound. Arcstar comes in. I go ahead and bubble just so the Octane, that is their better player, doesn't push us. And again, I see the Octane. I have arm shield, so I'm going to go in and out of the bubble while ADSing. And I'm going to hit him for 90. And it's one of those things. Since you're Gibby, you can do aggressive peaks like this. You can overextend your peak and not get really punished for it, and the other person will get punished. And I hit him for 90. He only hit me for like 30 because of my arm shield. He hit me for a little more, but you know, my actual health, 30 damage gone. I'll take that trade any day of the week. Again, we isolated the Gibraltar, so I make my teammate pad. And if you don't know with the pad, if you melee the pad like right on it, you go straight up in the air. So that's what we do. We ape the Octane. Just trying to create chaos because, you know, he can't fight all three of us at once. And we take advantage of that. Again, I'm going to focus the Gibby because I know he can get my teammates from off angles. And me being a Gibraltar, I know what he's going to do. So I immediately get him out the fight.
Gibby's low too. Gibby's low.
I back up, take a bat. I faked it. Imagine.
Gibby's low behind us.
No, I actually heard the other guy behind me. I wanted to try to get KP on that. It didn't happen.
Gibby's low behind us.
So I reload. And I'm just following him. I'm just trying to annoy him so he's completely out of the fight. And now it's his time to escape, honestly.
Come on.
I said, come on. I was trying to get my teammates to come. So right there, again, I'm just shooting him as he's peeking out. And I immediately crouch to reload. And I'm not going to sit there and stand there and reload because he can just sit there and beat me because he does have a nice shot. I will give that player that. And again, I'm holding this off angle right here. So if he backs up, which he should honestly back up at some point or play up here, there's no reason for him to stay in the middle. This guy is still learning Gibraltar, but he has a nice shot. But I'm holding this angle to make sure that, if he backs up, it's just going to be clean for us. Because, as Gibby, you don't want to sit in the middle of the bubble like he did. You want to be at least on the edges so you can pop in and out. He doesn't do so, and we actually come out on top of that fight.
Two knocked. We can knock 2 kids.
Watch out. I'll open in disguise.
Bro.
Bang's almost cracked.
Reloading.
Bang is 1 HP. She's not gonna be in the fight.
Rafe's
Focus.
almost cracked.
Nice. Shoot her.
It's fine. You guys got that.
I got Kyle. I passed that. I got Kyle. She passed that. I didn't know she healed.
They'll never shoot through these. Come on, my brother. Jimmy's got your back. Don't worry, you
Let's go. Good shit, see.
Gibraltar's here.
Alright, so at the beginning of this clip, you're probably wondering why I'm using a 2 to 4 in the Havoc. I'm a bot, that's why. But pretty much, we're third partying this team. We saw exactly where they're fighting. I know they're behind this hill, so it's beneficial for me to throw it to the far left. That way, they're going to have to run through it, or they get hit by it. And if they don't decide to run through it, they're going to have to run up the hill. If they run up the hill, I have that angle as well. And so does my team. So that's why I'm wrapping around to the far right, because I expect them to come up. They actually, one of them got stuck by the ult. Again, they just got finished the third party. They're trying to heal, loot boxes. And, too far to the left, that the last guy got hit by it. This guy, I knew I wasn't going to get the kill for it. And that's why I like to preach about constantly just try to do damage, so you at least get that assist. Last guy, Blast Mikey. Hector got caught low ground, so of course he's going to get blasted from someone that's high ground. And now I just take advantage of the fact that my teammate's knocked, so I might as well use him as bait. And the reason for that is I can res him at any time and make the enemy push. So I just stay at the edge of my bubble, I pop out, I go to shoot, but he immediately goes in door. So now I know to bait the res. Now, when you bait the res with Gibby, people have to react right away because you can normally get that res off and then protect them from the bubble. Like, you can step in front of the bubble and teammate can go complete in the back and start healing. So enemies normally have to push right away or you're going to get the res off. So it's really nice to sit there and try to bait the res all the time. As soon as I hear the door, I know to melee because I know he's coming in the bubble right away. So I melee him out. And when you throw bubbles and some of it's on the staircase, or like the bubbles on the staircase kind of, it's really helpful if you're backing up and crouching. Normally you just back up on the bubble, of course, but when it's like on an incline like that, it's nice to back up then crouch, so you're in cover faster. Because if not, my head would have still been exposed right there. But I just go in, crouch, and immediately pop back up because he's still there, and I'm able to just catch him off guard and get that nice little clutch right there and res both my teammates. So that's just one of those things with baiting the res with Gibby. And then again, with staircases like that, it's nice to crouch, immediately pop back up, and shoot. It's as simple as that, honestly.
Gonna get the blue, dude.
All right, let's do this thing. Reload. Down to another.
Fuck Venusaur. Just saying.
You're an idiot.
Dome shield out. Reloading. That's it, brother. Brother's banner in hand.
Alright, so this clip right here, I'm a big person about trying to find climb up spots to like buildings, high ground, even side of mountains. I love doing it. If I see like opportunity of something that looks cool to climb up, I'll try to do it. Right here, I found the opportunity to do so, and I highly recommend everyone kind of doing this. Even when you're messing around the map, if you guys are solo for a long time in the middle of a circle or something like that, and you're in zone, Look at buildings, try to find different ways to climb up. And it'll help you out eventually. This was the first time me finding this, and it's huge height advantage. And they didn't know I was up here at first either. Caught the Bloodhound off guard, just blasted him. And now I'm in a 1v2 situation. I'm on high ground though. So I throw my that direction just to try to cut him off. He's forced just to thirst my teammate, and you know, controller players. It's unfortunate for us because we have to stand still to loot. And I took advantage of that. Now it's a 1v1 situation, and that's the perks about having high ground. By the way, I just want you all to know that Venusaur right here, it's kind of funny. Killed Blastoise. Got him. That's why you can't go against the, that's just a type advantage, you know? Right here was a little difficult. I just had to immediately melee him out. I could not have him in my bubble at all. And right there, this is an incline looking down, so I had to stay crouched, and I didn't stay crouched, so a little bit of my head was showing. Just like the last video, if I didn't backed up, my little bit of my head was showing. This video, I didn't crouch, so of course I got hit. And I immediately just timed when to pop out. He's got to be unpredictable when you're popping out, so it's nice to sit there for a little while, and then eventually just pop out right away. But then you can keep going back in and out. And that's how I came up with that clutch. It's pretty straightforward, but it's just nice to know, like, how big of an advantage having high ground is like that, and be able to be unpredictable and kind of like undetected. And with being Gibraltar, a lot of people don't expect that. You know, they expect like a Horizon to be up there, a Valkyrie, a Pathfinder, Revenant. But you know, I was able to find a climb up that was undetected by them and took advantage of it. So that's another, you know, it's another good reason why Gibby's such a good legend. Even with the big hitbox and no mobility, I still think he's really effective if you use your surroundings like that right there. Yo, hopefully you guys enjoyed the YouTube video. Hopefully it's really helpful. Leave a comments down below if you guys liked it. Also, if you guys want me to do something different, let me know in the comments as well. And if you guys been in the same similar situation, came out on top, or you know, if you guys do this in the future and you use one of these tips, let me know which tip helped you out the most. It really helps me out, you know, doing these kind of videos. And also, again, I really appreciate you guys helping me get monetization. We just start streaming on YouTube here and there. So you guys can catch those any point whenever I'm YouTube live, and I will answer any questions y'all asked over there as well. So again, hopefully this video helped out a lot. You know, give me some feedback in the comments, and that's pretty much it. Much love, much appreciate, and see you guys in the next how-to video.